It's a cookbook. It's a cookbook. Get out your magnifying glasses and put on your funny hat. A long-standing mystery has finally been solved thanks to WizKids. After 50 years, we finally know who this is on the cover of the REDBOX. I didn't even know we fucking cared. When was this ever? Never in my life, in the 40 some odd years that I've been playing this game, of all the mysteries of D&D, did it ever come up who this was? Everybody knew who it was, right? There's a fucking picture of them in the book from the front. You know who it is, right? If we want to go ancient D&D mysteries that were never solved or hardly solved, who the fuck is a Miracle the Chaotic? He's, what's that? Where do I find my +3 wand of back scratching? Right. All right. So this is the classic cover of the Red Book. And on the Red Book is this classic picture of this fighter. And apparently for years, the mystery to the identity of this fighter has remained. It is what has been contested. Who is this person? What is this person? Where is this person? Why is this person? Does the dragon win? Do they win? We've never seen them, so we don't know. Except I swear that I've seen this character from the front. I know. I mean, maybe I'm projecting and filling in the blank with another piece of art, but I know that I've seen them. And the big mystery is it's a girl. And it's always been a girl. But we've just never seen her from the front. So we've never known until yesterday that this was a girl. I always knew it was a girl. Look at it. It's a girl. Woman, whatever. Female. The hair. I mean, yeah, that could be barbarian hair. The legs, though, always look kind of, you could say it's a very muscular woman or a man, or I don't know. It's that meme from, Family Guy. Oh my God, you're a woman? Frankly, Loretta, I'm a horse. Oh my God, you're a horse? Honestly, Loretta, I'm a broom. Thunk. I am not surprised. It's like, wait, it was always a woman, right? I remember, but Wizards of the Coast claims, nope, you've never seen her. And we've never said, so as of today, yes, it's a girl. Congratulations, it's a girl. It's just 50 years to find out the gender. But in this days and age, genders are like socks. You change them as the mood, right? So has it always been a girl, or are they saying the individual presents as a girl? So are they hinting at they're trans? I mean, if you want to solve a mystery, how come Bobby in the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon has a unicorn as a familiar when unicorns historically only hang out with virgin females? Are we saying Bobby was a virgin female? Is Bobby actually trans? There's a mystery you could solve, not, oh, it's a girl. So let's see what this figure looks like that's going to solve the mystery of the girl. This is from the upcoming 50th anniversary pack with all those awesome figures in it. It's one of the mystery figures. Apparently, this is the last mystery figure. This is what it looks like from the back. Pretty much like the picture. That is a weird stance. I haven't sword fought a lot. I only did a little sword fighting in the SCA for like 5 seconds, but that is an uncomfortable looking set. And then this is what they look like from the front. And it's not a very good picture. I mean, it looks like a half orc maybe. I mean, it's not, that face is just not great. And I mean, I guess there's a little booblical, little titties right there, but other than that, there's nothing. I mean, are we saying that they're trans, that is purposely and clearly presented as a warrior? So they present as a female, they present. So does that mean, because, in today's day and age, they are a girl and they present as a woman are two different things, unfortunately. So are you saying this is a trans? That this is a individual who 50 years ago identified as female, presented as female? Are you just saying, yeah, it's a girl and it's always been a girl? First, it doesn't look very, I mean, at first glance, I would not say, oh, yeah, that's a female figure. But at second glance, you're like, oh, yeah, there's a little bit of titties going on. And the facial features are vaguely feminine. But other than that, I mean, because she is a female barbarian, the dark skin, maybe half orc. Just, I don't know. I mean, or it could just be a really crappy figure. Now, I will say that she's always been a woman, according to Wizards of the Coast. Well, Wizards of the Coast understanding of time and history is a little different than normal humans. Like, you and I recognize history. And in a linear chronological order. We know that this happened in 1974, and the events of this affected what happened in 1978, and blah, 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 right? Wizards of the Coast doesn't see time and history like that, right? I think we've established that fact. So in Wizards of the Coast logic, saying she's always been female from the beginning of the game, well, that doesn't mean a lot because according to you, the game only began in 2014. Or maybe even not even then. I mean, maybe, depending on which Wizards of the Coast person we're talking to, in your mind, it could be the game only started last week. I'm the first chronologically female fighter in D&D history. I'm the first canonically autistic character in D&D history because D&D history only begins last week. Right? Or here's something I don't think any of the articles brought up. Are they taking a dig at Games Workshop? Has anybody, I mean, because what was the controversy a few days ago? Adeptus Custodius are female, and they've always been female. And oh my God, did the interweb explode with that? How dare you? I mean, I understand why they did it, and I understand why people are upset. So are they saying, oh, canonically, she's always been a girl? Wink, wink. We're trying to do the same thing you did, Games Workshop. Ha, 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 ha. Because we know it'll upset the old nerds, and it'll prove all our points about the old nerds. Is that what you're trying to do? Are you trying to bait the old nerds? You're going to go, no, it's not a girl. It was never a girl. Now, I swear it was. I swear there's a picture of this individual from the front, and it's definitely a female. And it dates back a long, long time ago, because I know it was a black and white picture. And it was one of those simple old D&D black and white pictures. But I don't know, I'm wrong. Maybe somebody who has more D&D knowledge than I do can correct me, like Bloodworth or Crafty Matt Craft or, Dungeon Delver or Secrets of Blackmore. But I know I've seen this picture from the front, and then they're like, it was a girl. And I was like, when did I not know it was a girl? Also, who cares? Again, when was this a mystery? When? I do not remember a single conversation ever pondering the identity of this individual until yesterday. Anybody else? People who have, let's face it, my gaming universe is relatively small compared to others. So, I know there are people who have been there to more things, done more things, seen more things, have more knowledge of D&D history than I did. So, if you're like, Griff from Blackmore or whatever, or the Tunnel and Troll dudes, or the Castle and Crusades do, or Bloodworth, am I wrong? Because I feel like I've seen her before, but I could be wrong. I also don't know why this is a mystery. Who cares? It's also a really ugly figure. Not, oh, that's ugly because she's a girl. No, this is just a really bad figure. This is just really bad. It's just not pretty. It's not striking. It doesn't pop to me. Mind you, it's a one-dimensional picture seen through the computer of a three-dimensional image that was on the thing and whatever. So, I'm not seeing it in its best light. Sure. But I mean, compared this to 80% of the other figures in this run, this feels lazy. I mean, look at this. I mean, obviously I can't compare it to the Strahd figure because that's a fucking work of art. But I mean, just like the Kobold figure. That's better than this one. And that's a common. She's supposed to be a super secret ultra rare. Lazy. I mean, there's no shading here on the muscles to give definition. There's no shading or dry brushing on the stuff to give definition to the furs. I mean, this I could paint better than this. And I suck at painting. Whatever. If you need her to be female, she's figual. If you need her to be male, she's male. If you need her to be a broom, she's a broom. I don't really care. I don't know why this is news. I don't know why we need to make a big deal about it, unless the only reason I can think of, other than Wizards of the Coast's unusual grasp on time and history, is they're taking a dig at Games Workshop. They're going, look what Games Workshop did, and look how upset the nerds got. If we do the same thing and the nerds get just as upset, it proves our point that all the old nerds are, anti-girl, sexist pigs. And we can continue to promote our narrative that anybody that played D&D before last week is a horrible human being, because we know D&D only started last week, right? Anybody who played D&D before 2014 are awful. Oh, girls weren't allowed to play. There was no representation. There was no inclusion. Look how upset the nerds are about this figure. See, we were right. They hate girls, and they hate girls in the hobbies. How dare they be upset because we're saying she presents as a female? And that one, I'm not even touching that one, because that opens a whole nother bag of what? Why would you use those words? Presents as. So in typical response to this, either people are going to be upset because it's Wizards of the Coast and they did something stupid, and people are just looking for reasons to be angry at Wizards of the Coast because they do something stupid. Or I think most of us are just going to go, I hope. I don't care. I never knew. This is a mystery. That's a mystery to me. Never come up. Don't care. Female, male, sandwich, broom. Don't care. I'd rather have more pictures of the Strahd figure anyways, because it's fucking awesome. So that's the best thing I can say out of all of this, is an excuse to go look at the WizKids figures and look at the figure of Strahd again, because God, that's the only one I wrote from this set, and it's a fucking work of art. That's it. I talked way too much about this, but I figure if I get it all out now, it won't come up again. So that's just everything I'm going to say about it, and hopefully I won't have to take it again. Till next time, like, share, subscribe, buy my merch. Thank you, Dungeon Minister, for taking time out to visit me today. And I'll talk to you when I get back from the dentist, because I got to go to the dentist, and that should be fun. See ya. Da-da.